Okay, so today I'm going to read you an excerpt from Chicken Soup for the Soul. It's the country music edition. The inspirational stories behind 101 of your favorite country songs. And the excerpt I picked is about Long Black Train. The story is by the singer who wrote it and sings it. And here's a story behind it. So, sometime back in 2000, Josh Turner, the songwriter and the singer of this song, went over to the music library at Belmont University, where he was a student. He got into a cubbyhole and was listening to the complete boxed set of Hank Williams that the Mercury Music label just released. Being a college student, he didn't have enough money to buy it, so he was excited that the library had it on file. So it got late and he was still sitting with his headphones in, just immersed in the music, and had entered another world. Several of the songs that he listened to was just of Hank and his guitar. He was doing radio ads, working and mixed demo tapes and those kind of things. A lot of it had never been released, and that inspired Josh Turner, or Josh. I just said his last name because you guys might have a Josh in your family. If you do, I don't want you to mistake. But anyway, Josh Turner. And it made him want to break the music down to its rawest form. So he walked back to his apartment, which was on the other side of the campus, and he had a vision of a wide open place with planes and a train track running straight down the middle of the fields. And it was dark, so you couldn't see, or in his vision it was dark, so he couldn't see anything. There was a harvest moon lighting up the sky, and he just saw a bunch of people standing around the track. A long, beautiful, shiny black train came down the track that he saw, that people were trying to decide whether to get on it, and somehow they knew the train led to nowhere. But the people were still wondering what it would be like to ride it. They were struggling with the decision to get on it or not. And as he saw this in his mind, as he was walking, he wondered what it all meant. And it finally dawned on him that this train was a symbol for temptation. Temptation, Bible, Christian beliefs, or religious beliefs, whether it's Christian or not, the temptation. Then when he got back to his apartment, not department, apartment, he picked up his guitar, strummed a B flat chord, and he just strummed for what seemed like an eternity. And then the words started coming to him. He didn't want to quit. He wrote 3 straight verses and a chorus that night, and then he went to bed. The next morning I got up and a feeling came over me that the song was not finished. So about 11 o'clock that morning, he wrote a 4th and final verse. Then I knew it was done. But the thing is, he also realized that many people probably wouldn't want to hear this song because it was too old-fashioned or too old-timey. So no one was going to get the metaphor that the train was a symbol of temptation. So he was sitting in his apartment. I don't know whether it was on his bed or wherever he was. But he was sitting in his apartment, and a friend of his came in. And he said, "What is that?" And Josh just told him that he wrote a song, and he wasn't sure if it was good or not. So the friend asked him to play it. And then the friend said, "Oh, that's great." Or that's not great. That's incredible. You need to play it for, and then he said the name of the person for the record label or whatever. So he went and played it for that person. So he went and played it for that person. And that person, which I don't know who he talked to, but the person said that you need to put that in your senior recital. Then it started snowballing. They started playing it at showcases and writers' night. But long before that, he did a demo there at Belmont. He played it for one of his classes, and one of his classmates was doing an internship at a publishing company owned by Jody Williams. So that person asked if she could take it to the company, the record company, the publishing company. Then later, I don't know it. So he said yes. I'm not sure if this was later that day or down the road sometime, but that same girl came back to him and said that the person who owned the publishing company wanted to sit down and talk to him, being Josh. Oh. Huh? Oh, let me back up for a minute. The woman was a student. Jody is a man, not a woman. So keep that in mind, please. So Jody wanted to sit down and talk to Josh and give him a publishing deal or a production deal at MCA. And then what he didn't know is he got a record deal. So, and all that happened because of this song, Long Black Train. And he was only just chasing a dream. He didn't think it would happen, but it did. Oh, and he was also in a long distance relationship while this was all going on. And he was going through a lot of emotions. Wow. And the song Long Black Train ended up being the title track on his first album. And then he started playing it on the road. The song really related to what I was going through. And when he started coming into contact with fans, he found out that many of them were looking at the song in different ways. Some would say that their brother was going through alcoholism, or their sister's going through drug addiction, or something like that. So he then realized that the song wasn't only for him, but it was for everybody, because everybody has their own weaknesses and their own struggles. So at the end of the day, everyone has their own long black train. Okay. So then he went to Alabama for like a promotional tour guide, a promotional tour, a promotional something. And after the song was released, and he played it acoustically. But at the radio station, didn't say, okay. So, at the radio station, a lady pulled him aside and told him that the song helped. But, well, first, let me go into what she said. She said she wanted him to know that she struggled with depression. And I guess the day before, or days before he came to the radio station to do the promotional gig, she took a whole bottle of painkillers. And she was going to take a whole bottle of and end it all. But then she heard on the radio in her bedroom the song Long Black Train start playing. And then she realized she was being selfish and said that the song changed her life. She threw the pills down the toilet and walked away a different person. And there he was, just a young kid out of college, would even hear and he didn't think anyone would even hear, or for that matter, listen to the song. And here's this woman telling him that it saved her life. And at that moment he realized how powerful a song could be. So in November of 2001, he signed his record deal and played the song on the Opry the Friday before Christmas that year. That time of year, the show moves to the Ryman downtown for a few months. So he'd just been signed about a month before, and he didn't have a website or a record out, and he didn't even have a video. No one had ever heard of him when he walked out on stage. He was so scared. Okay. He was scared to death. He was scared because he was playing the Opry. He was playing on the Opry stage with the Opry band behind him, and at the time he didn't have his own band. And Long Black Train was the only song he learned. So a guy named Pete Fisher, I guess, who was at the Opry or owned the Opry or whatever, agreed to let him go out and sing that one song late in the show. And when he sang, the crowd erupted. People were standing up cheering before I could even finish the song. So he was overwhelmed. Then the guy who was hosting that segment, Bill Anderson, said to the crowd, "Do you want to hear some more?" And they got even louder, the crowd. So he was making his way toward the dressing room, and he heard he heard Bill say, "Hey Josh, let's make that train a little bit longer." I came back on stage and told him I couldn't do an encore because he only hears that song.
Yeah, but I noticed the two that were right next to each other are gone.
So he asked if I would sing it again. I did, but he was really emotional the whole time. So he was all choked up. He being Josh, not Bill. Anyway. So at one point he looked up into a balcony, and it became clear to him that it was the same balcony that Hank Williams looked up and saw when he played here. So after that he could barely get through the song. So I'm not gonna sing it, but here are some of the lyrics. There's a long black train coming down the line, feeding off the souls that are lost and crying. Rails of sin, only evil remains. Watch out, brother, for the long black train. Look to the heavens, you can look to the sky. You can find redemption staring back into your eyes. There is protection and there's peace the same. Burn in your ticket for that long black train. And then I'll read the first line of the chorus. Because there's victory in the Lord, I say, victory in the Lord. No, I don't. Just read one more verse of this. One more verse of or one. So the first verse is, because there's victory in the Lord, I say victory in the Lord. And after that it says, cling to the Father in His holy name. And then I'll read the last sentence of the song. 2. Yeah, watch out, brother, for that long black chain. That devil's driving that long black chain. So, that was Long Black Chain by Josh Turner, and the story of how it was written and how he sang it was also by Josh Turner. And the song was written and it's sang by Josh Turner. So there is a video on YouTube of this song, and I will put it in the description below, so you guys can go and listen to it. So you can either pause this because I'm gonna say some other stuff and go watch that, and then come back and finish this video, and then leave a comment below. Or you can finish this video or my video, then go watch that, then come back and leave a comment. Or you can just leave a comment below and not watch the music video. And if you don't watch the music video, my question for you is, you don't have to answer it if you don't want to, but this is going to be an open community for people who are struggling with anything. So be as honest as you can when you answer this. What is one of the biggest struggles you have or have had in the past? What is your biggest struggle you have at the moment, or one that you have had in the past? And that's the question I want you to answer below in the comments. So please comment below and answer the question. What is your biggest struggle you have either right now, or a struggle that you have had in the past? And the last thing I want to add to this, also comment below what you want to see me upload, because as I said before, I'm going to upload now every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. 3 days a week. For sure, 3 days a week. On the weekend, I might upload an extra 1 or 2 videos, but for sure Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I need suggestions of what you want me to do, what you want me to talk about. I'm willing to do, well, as you see, a lot of my videos are covers of me singing different songs, so I do covers. I can talk about books that I've read or that I want to read. Disneyland, Disney, just Disney in general, the Disney company, Disney movies I like, mental health issues, hot topics in the media like gun control and LGBT topics. I'm willing to cover anything you guys, my viewers, want to see me talk about. Even religious topics. I'll do my research and on anything you want me to do a video on. I'll do research on it and come back with as much information as I can. Anything you guys, my viewers, want to see, I'll do. I'll do music cover videos. I'll do more like this one, discussing the meaning behind songs. I'll even do some on religious topics like temptation and sin and just anything you, my viewers, want to see, I'll do. So, like I said before, comment down below. First of all, comment what you want to see down below, and then if you want to answer the question, like I said before, the question for today is, what's the biggest struggle you are dealing with right now? Or what's the biggest struggle you had to deal with in the past? So that's the question I want you to answer down below. And if you have any suggestions of videos you want me to do, comment that down below too. And like and subscribe. And I'll be back Wednesday with another video.